So today, March 30th, 2026, today the successful completion ceremony of this 1 month retreat here at Tathagata Meditation Center. And I appreciate the yogis practicing diligently in this retreat. And I hope you have got a taste of the Dhamma to some extent that in this retreat. And first of all, I would like to ask for your forgiveness from all of you, the TMC Dhamma family, and also from Seados if I have done something wrong by body, speech, and mind. And today, as all of you are going back to your own home, so I just would like to pass a very I feel is very good for all of us, the gift from the Buddha. So I just want to share with you all. And during Buddha's time, there a 7-year-old boy, he wants to know the means of achievement in the life. He wants to know the means to success in worldly life and also in the Dhamma life, spiritual life, means when you pursue the Dhamma. So he asked his father, what are the means, what are the causes to success in the life? But his father doesn't know, so he brought his son to the Buddha, and the Buddha explained to this boy the causes to achievement in worldly life and also in Dhamma life. And the first mean that the Buddha explained to this boy is health is greatest gain. Health. Health is greatest gain. So here health means both physical health and mental health. If we are healthy physically and mentally, then that would be a very greatest gain for us in our life. So the commentators explain that why this health is, the both physical and mental health is so important for our life, that if we are healthy, we can gain the things, the Dhamma that we haven't achieved yet. And also we can enjoy those things or those Dhamma that we have already achieved. Only if we are healthy, then we can enjoy that. If we are physically and mentally healthy, in worldly life, we can earn for our living very easily. If our physical health is not good and also we are not stable mentally, then we cannot work, we cannot earn. In the Dhamma too, especially when we do this type of satipatthana practice, the highest wholesome deed, if we are healthy, then we can practice very smoothly. And in this physical and mental health, I think mental health is even more important, even more important. If we are healthy in both ways, physically and mentally, that would be very excellent. That would be excellent. But mental health is even more important for us. If we are mentally not stable, if we are mentally not healthy, then we cannot do anything properly in worldly life and also in Dhamma life. So this Satipatthana practice that we are doing here for a month already, that is the path, that is the way to keep our mind healthy. If we do not practice meditation, our mind is very weak, very tender, very fragile, that this mind cannot face any kind of conditions that can be made in our life. The conditions, the good conditions and bad conditions, such as gain or loss, fame or unfame, happiness or suffering, and praise and blame. So if mind is not strong, mind is not formed, if mind is not cultivated, developed, and matured, this mind cannot face the worldly conditions. So basically, the mind is very weak, very fragile, very tender. So this mind is easily affected by especially the bad conditions. Therefore, that type of mind is the unhealthy mind, because it is very weak. This mind is very badly affected meeting upon those bad conditions in our life. So we very easily become depressed. The many kinds of mental diseases we may experience because of this weak mind. And that type of weak mind, fragile mind, is called abhavita chitta in Pali. Abhavita chitta means undeveloped, unmatured mind. And that type of mind is unhealthy mind. So this practice of Satipatthana, this Vipassana meditation, is the best way to develop, best way to mature this mind, so that this mind becomes very strong, very firm, and it can face any kind of situations in the life. So I guess after practicing for a month here, your mind is now even more stronger, more firm than before. And to keep it, that type of mind, we need to continue the practice. So after leaving the center, after leaving the retreat, when you get back to your home, at that time also try to continue this practice at least for an hour every day, regularly. So that will help to keep our mind healthy. And again, that type of regular practice in daily life helps a lot when we go for the next retreat. And the second mean that the Buddha mentioned to this 7-year-old boy that sila. And sila here means um, the practice that practice uh, in our daily life, that in our daily life, that in our society when we have our own duties as a human beings. Even within the family, then we have our own duties. The parents, they do have their duties towards children. The children, they do have duties towards their parents. And also, when we live in society, um, we have to pay respect to our elders. So that kind of practice also are very helpful in the achievement. So in our community, in our society, at our home, we have our own duties, our somehow we can say the responsibilities that we need to fulfill. Then only our life will be very peaceful and very happy life. And the third mean is Huttanu Matang. And the Buddha explained it as we need to listen to the wise people. Listen to the wise people. We can get advices. We can learn from them. And that advices can bring benefits to us. So that type of advices we need to take from our elders, the good advices which can bring benefits to us. And if we can have that type of advices in our life, that also help us to achieve. Therefore, the Buddha said, associating with wise is one of the blessing for us. From wise people, we can learn many things. We can learn many things, and that learnings guide us when we walk in our life. So that type of that is one of the mean to success in the life. And another mean is sutta in Pali. Sutta here means general knowledge, we can say. And the general knowledge here means the knowledge that would be beneficial for us. The general knowledge that would be very fruitful for us, that can brings fruits to us. That type of knowledge we should have. And to have that type of knowledge, we need to learn. We need to learn the true dhammas. We need to learn. If we do not learn anything, we will not have that type of knowledge. So our life will not be smooth, and our life will not be going on the right track. Therefore, the general knowledge of the true dhammas is very important, which can bring a good benefits to us. We need to learn that type of learn to gain that type of knowledge. And the fifth mean to success is Dhammanuvati in Pali. And the Buddha explained it that Dhammanuvati means to follow the Dhamma, to practice according to the Dhamma. And that means here avoiding the unwholesome actions, refraining from unwholesomeness, and performing the wholesome deeds. So unwholesomeness means the unwholesome deeds that can be committed by body, speech, and mind. So such as killing, stealing, and so on. So we need to refrain the unwholesome acts, and not only refraining from those unwholesome acts, we also need to perform the wholesome deeds. The wholesome deeds such as dana, sila, and especially bhavana, meditation. And that is the following the Dhamma, the following true Dhamma. And that is also one of the means to success in our life. And here, performing wholesome deeds also means refraining the unwholesome acts and doing the three kinds of wholesome deeds by body, speech, and mind. So, not killing, not stealing, those are also the wholesome acts. And by observing the precepts, at least in worldly life, 5 precepts, everyone should observe that 5 precepts. So observing that those 5 precepts is also following the wholesome acts, sucharita. And the 6th mean to success is in Pali, allinata, means not being sluggish and lazy. That means we need to be very active and energetic all the time. In worldly life, when we work for earnings, we have to work very energetically. In Dhamma, especially when we do practice this type of meditation, the effort and energy is a vital factor in order to gain vipassana knowledge. So that energy, that effort leads us to success. Therefore, the 6th mean is not to be lazy, but be active and alert, but energetic all the time. So here, if one can fulfill these 6 means, he will surely be successful in his worldly life and also in Dhamma life. When pursuing the Dhamma, he will be successful. The first one, health, physical and mental health. The second, sila, is the practice or the duties or responsibilities when living in society, and also listening to the elders, the wise people, seeking for advices from them, and also general knowledge, to have general knowledge, and then follow the right Dhamma, avoiding unwholesome and performing the unwholesomeness and performing the wholesome deeds. And the last one is being active and alert all the time. If we are fulfilled with these 6 means, then surely we will be very successful in our life. So this is the 6 means the Buddha taught to the 7-year-old boy when he asks, what are the means to success? And let's try our best to have these 6 means in our life so that we also will be very successful when we gain the very precious human life.